Alright, and we're back for more of Universe Zero Act 2. I was gonna do a previously on joke, but I don't even know what happened last time. So we're going to the long version of Black Cat County. Easier to just name it after the location, honestly. Of course, we don't double upload today. That just isn't going to happen. And, you know, it's probably not really disappointing to anybody because everyone else is probably really far behind on, you know, the now already almost 8 hours of footage, and now it'll be almost 9 that I have already made for this series. I wish I didn't have to order the playlist as far as like date created. I could put the extended preview in front of everything, the rest of the Universe Zero stuff. But I missed episodes and have to do it that way so that they're in order. I do have food, so probably during the loading screens I'll be hearing a lot of crunching. And I have another can of Mountain Dew as well. Alright, well, Justice is on pole. The delivery guy is in third. The starting grid has a really cruel sense of humor. This is not the time for a stomach ache. I didn't think about that. As the delivery guy greatly slows the pace of the beginning of the race. If for some reason Blossom does not score and Alex can get a podium, he'll get the lead back. Though honestly, I'd rather see Danny or Angels win, because they would then become part of the championship fight along with Blossom and Alex if neither of them have a very outstanding result here. I think Sothath is also pretty close, but he didn't really start in a position where he could do that, I don't think. Okay, hold my tongue, as he's already gained 4 spots from where he started. Alright, it's so fast. Calm down. I remember that hump there. Huh. I've also got a headache as well, so I've got like a temporary eye patch made out of my right hand right now because it's not great to stare at this TV screen with it like that. And it actually hurts more when I close it than if I stare at the TV, so I just have to kind of cover it up. Show has to go on. I just went to the same person I was already looking at. Genius. Governor's car is damaged. Now I may have a potential third, like, regular viewer showing up here. It's kind of like plans to kind of get into this whole plot line. The only problem coming from that up until like the last time I discussed this sort of thing with him, he didn't even know Hot Wheels made games. So of course, you know, you factor My Little Pony, Barbie, things like that, they have video games, why wouldn't Hot Wheels have video games? Especially when their brand fits into a very specific genre of video game. Danny is somewhat unchecked as he runs away. Alex and 16 Angels are in tow. Alex's car not looking that happy. I think he might have tried to push somebody out of the way a little bit. It took pain reducer like half an hour ago, but it's actually like 20 minutes ago, really. I exaggerate a bit. So hopefully around like the end of the second race, it should maybe be gone completely. But I think that's like just wishful thinking. My body has never had the most positive reaction to foreign objects, such as medicines, so... And if it doesn't react absently, it usually just, like... doesn't work very fast. Like, when it comes to, like, actual sickness, I have a really strong immune system, but I think that also kind of goes against me in the way that it doesn't want anything in there. And so therefore it kicks out even like medicines a little bit, and it just kind of has to like take its time doing medicine things. Metacog, I don't think you have quite the top speed for that pass. A track like this will be Metacog's downfall. That KTM has... I will close my mouth now. Alright then, and if the results stay as they are now, the championships get a lot closer between Alex and Blossom. Danny, you better run and run fast. Because Alex would like that win off of you right now. So occasionally, because of that whole another interested entity thing, I may sometimes put in more description to certain things than I normally would for the average viewer that knows what I'm talking about. Of course, I won't go outright and say it, but, actually, not too much of anything here won't even do much. But he's only just now about to start on, what's it called? I only have him starting down the actual playlist of all of this, and he's only starting on, Velocity X. I just told him that as far as the original, like the official plotline goes, nothing really starts up until Velocity X, Burn and Rubber, and Steam Truck Challenge. Don't add too much to it, and that wasn't even a part of the Let's Play at that point. I had subscribed like probably about a couple of months before Blocks had started Velocity X. So I saw that on my sub box and I'm like, okay, this should pass the time, and then, you know, clearly has. And you know, the rest is all history. So of course I watched Burn and Rubber and Steam Truck Challenge. I just didn't watch them live, so I never commented on them and gave any kind of like plotline input like I did on like Beat That. Or helped keep Blade through Velocity X the way that I did in Steam Truck Challenge, because I don't think he really needed it. He actually knew how those games worked, so part of me kind of wishes these hairpins didn't have to be here. Excuse me, Metacog. Not enough PP for that move. What will Metacog do? You're not waiting for that. Alex will now take the lead. And given that difference in lap time, I don't think he's going to be giving it back. Burn now chases down Otto. I think XC3 is in tow there as well, yeah. Governor not far ahead of them either. Actually, XC3 is going to get to Burn before Burn gets to out. Never mind, it's just kind of like evenly spread here. Okay, you guys appear to be kind of boring, so let's go back to see how Danny has dealt with... Okay, well, I mean... For some reason I thought Blossom would be at his doorstep already, and that is not the case. Oh. Yeah. Excuse me. The food has made a brief return. Metacog is feeling himself, apparently. As he goes to chase down Blossom at a track where her car should be mildly dominant, I think. Weird, I just got like the feeling you get if you like accidentally breathe while you're in like chlorine water, like pool water, and I'm not in a pool, so I don't know why that feeling just became a thing. Let's see, gap between these two, that's not how you would see it. Yeah, Alex is left. I think Daniel will get a little bit better acceleration out of these tight corners, but that'll really be it. This is also Metacog's best chance to strike. A better cornering than Blossom's large luxury car. Meaning into the second hairpin, he could potentially do something about Blossom in front of him, or maybe even out of the hairpin, who knows. He's not close enough to get in there, so... he has to wait. The top speed difference is definitely noticeable. He does set the fastest lap of the race though, which means that given of course more laps, he would have the pace to catch all three of them. You really see the deficit here between the top three, pace-wise, Danny, and then everyone else. Of course, the faster the cars get, the harder it'll actually be to keep them all in line. Because not only are there only so many of each kind of car that you can even pick from, but the power deficit that cars might have is like further extenuated. What are those dots? And also, why is this car so left? Okay, XT3 is still there. Just making sure. We all know how Burn gets around XT3. Oh. These are those three. Me, Gearhead, and the weirdo in white. Of course, as if on cue, here comes my good old stomach ache because I have a really touchy digestive system as well. Meaning most anything that I eat, if it isn't like yogurt or dairy products, ironically, those are like the only things that are 100% safe to consume without the risk of like my stomach exploding, pretty much. If it's not one of those two things, I'm putting myself at a risk of stomach issues. It's not like it's anything really bad. I have to just go to the bathroom a handful of times and it'll go away, but it's just like, it gets annoying when every time you eat, within like 45 minutes or so, you're on the toilet, sitting there reading a magazine because you have to go to the bathroom immediately afterwards. Anyway, two more related matters. Metacog is right back on Blossom's rear bumper. Trying to avoid making it sound awkward, for lack of a better word for that. You know what I mean? I'm trying to not break the context. And so, again, the problem is just that her car is too fast down the large straightaways that even when we get to a tight section, there's not much chance that his KTM is close enough. However, both of them have caught Danny, and there's just not enough time for that to matter. This is a big race for Alex, though. I think this will bring the gap down to like a point between the two. Danny won't quite be buying into the championship with this, though, and I think So Fast was third, and he definitely isn't, not with that finish. With another lap, this could have been interesting, but I think also with another lap, all the part would have changed as Danny got fourth. I don't think Metacog would have had any hope of getting back around Blossom, because he's been in the same position for 2 laps and did nothing with it. Not for a lack of trying, of course. This car is just down on power compared to that Mercedes and Blossom's. So Fast kind of loses any challenge he had to 16 Angels. That a little bit on his own here. And his vehicle slightly beat up. Real thing to watch. No, auto broke away as well. The real thing to watch, I guess, would be these three, who, well, remain unchanged as well. Okay. So this one was kind of boring as well. If I had kind of a cold streak here. Actually, of course, gets a better run out of that corner, given better handling. Just, he's down like 150 horsepower to that Countach. So there's not much that I can do. And of course, I'm basically last because the delivery guy back there doesn't really have a hope. waiting on him. So yeah, that is that round. The championship should definitely have closed up there. Yeah, it's yeah, those two are close, but even if crazy things happened, there isn't much chance that I don't think anyone else is gonna buy into that. That deficit is way too big for any of those three to make up. Not within like a reasonable time frame. I think the main thing to come up to here is now that it's really just kind of seeing how some of the miscellaneous drivers do. Anyway, as for right now, I am going to cut for a moment because I have to use the bathroom. Okay, so that's done with. See just how well that cutting theory works, if that's actually stopping the recording or not. And I suppose we'll find out later if there was like a 4-second gap between, you know, the last time I spoke and right now. Alright, Brands Hatch. This track doesn't fail to give close racing even in real life, so let's hope that it does well here. Perfect timing. No idea what car to show by. It sounded like so fast though. Now we don't get him throwing a wrench in the works because he already starts in last back here with Raceman. I figure if I stay with the group for a moment, I can get a good view from all angles. Probably won't be until we get down to the 4th corner, though. If you don't remember the delivery guy, please help. Yeah, that's why. That's why I don't want to do it for too long. So both Alex and Blossom are starting in undesirable locations, and now their neck hurts. Name that reference. I think you will get it, Keyblade. I don't know about anyone else, but I was in an undesirable position yesterday. Now my neck hurts. There's 16 Angels up against this golden comrade, for lack of a better word. Speaking of golden, though, here's an interesting storyline. During like the pre-race stuff, security on site, yeah, because we have security for this. It was kind of there at the track. On-site security managed to catch a weird steampunk-looking guy going around on roller skates, putting graffiti on all of the pit walls down there. No idea why he decided that this location in the middle of a race was the best time to do that, but you know, I don't think he's going very far anymore. Metacog breaks away. So if we wanted someone else getting into the championship fight, I think we would have rather had 16 Angels or So Fast doing that, but So Fast is in 9th and 16 Angels is in 7th. And both are kind of splitting the two rivals in red here. That car is okay when it's at the front, but when it doesn't start up there, it doesn't really do all that much. So actually 3x3 going up the hill here. I thought I clicked on Alex. I'm dumb. Alex can't seem to just find the nerve to get around the scientist here. Here's Danny. That was cheesy. Metacog is 4 seconds faster than Danny. Holy cow, that's some nice break in there, XT3. That's gonna cost a little bit. This Otto hopes to close in on his canonical enemy, ignoring the fact that he definitely blew him up in the actual game that they came from. Governor makes an error. That's not gonna help his odds any. Also, 4-car train between Gearhead, Burn, myself, or that and myself. As Danny gets around XT3, but not so easily. That extra handling on XT3's car just came in handy there, that's for sure. That's grass, Danny. That's grass, XT3. Well, it's fundamentals of driving. You don't drive through the grass unless you're in like a rally car. Meanwhile, back with the governor, have a... Okay, nothing really is happening there. This is happening. Oh yeah, this is happening. Alex is still chasing SoFast around. Problem is that SoFast's car actually has like similar performance attributes to that of Alex's, making getting around it even harder than it normally would be to get around any other car for this thing. Calm down, XT3. It's not worth that. That's not worth it. Just let it go. Danny will be Danny. You can still get a podium if you have any kind of luck with you, and Otto stays back there. So I can't make any guarantees on that whole front. And also assuming Blossom doesn't get to you before that point either. If anything, XT3 should hope that Otto Otto stays behind, but that 16 Angels and Blossom fight for a time. Nope, Otto thinks otherwise. Nah, he doesn't really feel like... Ugh! The heck? And they are indeed fighting, though not for very long. It's odd, because these two cars are actually very well matched in real life, yet for some reason on this game, and I doubt it's down to driver's skill that much, because 16 Angels should be better than a little kindergartner. But Blossom has been really outdoing 16 Angels, as well as everyone else except Alex, really. But even Alex is actually going to lose out a little bit here in standings. Only 4 points, but I mean, Blossom's already ahead. That lead doesn't need to get much bigger for Alex. Preferably it would actually get smaller, of course, but you know. Otto got around XT3, so now it's down to him to get a top 5. Perhaps he's a slipstream from Otto to maybe help try and keep away from Blossom back there. But I don't know how well that will necessarily work for him. Angels and Alex are fighting over it. The 16 Angels was worn out or something. Did he use all of his abilities just trying to beat Danny in the previous championship? Is that what's going on here? I mean, sure, Otto's no, or Alex is no slouch, but he's I'm about to say XT Angels. What is that? Casino's even losing out to Blossom and XT3 and even Otto. Casual 21.5 seconds between Metacog and Danny. I think Metacog might win this race. I'm not sure what gives me this impression, but I just have this funny feeling. I suppose even real motorsports like this too. The action will be good for a handful of races, but after a while it just gets stale. Okay. Alex, you were largely at fault there. I was really close to Danny, but of course, started laps, so. Well, that was awfully convincing, the Metacog. He only won by like 29 seconds or so. 30 seconds or so. That fastest lap was almost 3 seconds faster than anything else anybody did. Alex got like a little over 2, almost just under 3, but that's not, you know. There was no stopping Metacog in this round, and I think he started up front too, so that probably helped a lot. Yeah. Come on. There we go. It's now 5-point difference between the two. And while it helped a little bit, Metacog is trying to buy his way into the championship here, but he needs another 2 or 3 good results to even become relevant. Adder needs really like 2 good results, and he also needs Alex and Blossom to have like subpar ones. Alright, well. Anyway, for Monzo, this hopefully should be a pick-me-up for this. Oh, Rubeck C3, he has to run through the field now. The Weirdo starts on pole. And the four-wheel drive acceleration will help for a moment, but as soon as Alex gets up to speed, see you later. Blossom, on the other hand, did not get so fortunate, and starts back in 12th. And also has to be held up by the delivery guy who started in 9th. Among a couple other things, like myself, who just inserted my vehicle into the inside line. So, Alex, this is definitely your race to lose. And Metacog is about to try and make you lose it as he goes for 16 Angels, does not get that done. This again is, in theory, a track that Metacog shouldn't do too well at. The car is a little low on power. And driving lines like that really don't help your chances either. You've gone through half the lap and this field's kind of already separated into its own little groups here. The other guy being the currently awkward middle lane here, but that's going to end here. Blossom, of course, will be looking to get back into the lead group, but that might take some effort. As the Weirdo in white defends, or attempts to defend, his second place, but that's not to be against a Corvette in an old Audi from the 70s. Metacog looks to get aggressive over it. And already, that's a 9-second difference. Oh no. That battery is low. This is a problem, potentially. Hiccups, hello. Blossom has gotten to Otto Von Diesel, but can she get around him in this next corner or not? Give that extra top speed. Looks like likely. She just runs that almost completely off of the track. There is a curb there. I'm gonna stay off of it. Actually a good like long pack here of like a bunch of cars, but of course, oh, see you later. Should do it now. We should also nail that as well. Now she's up to the governor. This will be far and away the longest race so far. We're going to be in for a 17-minute race here, almost. Had I not cut out for about 5 minutes when I went to the bathroom, we probably wouldn't even have enough time for all of that. Weirdo is maybe gonna try and fight back. He's got better brakes. But Burn is also braver with said brakes. Much braver, as the Weirdo brakes like several meters in advance, and he didn't really even remotely have to do that. These two are probably going to be remaining mostly even throughout all of this because, you know, of course Metacog has the big advantage in cornering, but 16 is like 170 more horsepower or so, Metacog might get the move done through these type of corners, but as soon as they get back to their straightaway, 16 is just, you know, wave goodbye. Oh my god, this is How did that happen? Just might as well just get comfy, get a lawn chair out, you know. Probably have a drink with a little umbrella in it. Just relax. Park her back to his Ferrari GTO if he wanted to. It's just that far ahead. It doesn't even matter. Blossom will now go for Burn. Otto nearly runs into her. Despite being now in 6th, this will still deal like a big blow to Blossom's points here. This is still losing her like 17 points to him. No, I did not zone out for like 5 seconds. Where are you going, Otto? Now Blossom can still probably get top 5. Which means only 10 points lost to Alex, but that's still enough to give him the points lead. There's no way to lose around that either. I think he's going to get the points lead anyway, because that would mean finishing 2nd. I think. If it can even be held at all here. Part of me does want to see Metacog get around 16 needles because those 18 points would help him get into the big fight between Blossom and Alex. But yeah, you can see the speed difference. And now here comes Daniel. Okay, well I thought this race could disappoint, but I was clearly incorrect. Yeah, given where they are, I don't think Blossom will be getting to the likes of Danny or Metacog here in this round. Metacog probably got back around Danny. I guess this is the fight to watch between these three. Especially given that's another 13 seconds away from Blossom this entire fight, so... I think the Governor's car is kind of in a top speed section all to its own. And therefore means that he's in a class all to his own, more or less. Like, he's not... He's like Race Cam. He's not in